Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel and happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. I definitely am. If this is your first time here, my name is Eddie and welcome to my channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and also to let me know that you stopped by to hang out with me. Listen, For You page foolishness, For You page fuckery. If you've already read the title to this video and you clicked on it, then you already know what it's about. And I don't know if you guys have seen this on TikTok or not, but if you haven't, we're going to talk about it today. I'm not even going to do a long intro to the video because it really doesn't even need it. It speaks for itself. So I'm going to go ahead and play the original video as well as a reaction at the end, and then I'll come back and give you my commentary. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the content.
Mother and daughter sharing the same husband and baby daddy. You know, it's such a beautiful thing.
It's not often that a mom and daughter are pregnant at the same time, let alone by the same man, but we wouldn't want things to be any other way.
It's not often, it's more like never. Like that literally never really happens. This is just a one-off, and I can't get past this. This is crazy.
So when I found out that my mom was pregnant and by the same man as me, you know, honestly it was unexpected because again, we weren't trying at all for a baby, but I don't think there was ever a moment in my mind where, you know, I was upset about it. It was pure joy and bliss for me, like to know that I get to carry a baby alongside the woman who birthed me, and that our baby's gonna share that, you know, DNA from the same man. And you know, he's been so supportive and sweet, and I couldn't imagine things any other way now.
I really crave the sweet and salty, and so I mean anything from potato chips dipped in ice cream to pizza drizzled with chocolate. I try to get Nick to.
I don't think any of us have ever been happier.
So much has changed actually since our last interview. I don't know if you could tell, but
Things has changed.
Yeah, we're welcoming Nick's children. She's gonna be having Nick Jr.
oh, honey.
And I'm gonna be having Nicole. We're very excited to welcome 2 new members of the family, and having a baby alongside my mom is the most exciting and beautiful thing. I could have never expected it.
Ladies, would you get pregnant by the same dude as your mama?
Mother and daughter sharing the same husband and baby daddy. You know, it's such a beautiful thing.
It's not often that a mom and daughter are pregnant at the same time, let alone by the same man, but we wouldn't want things to be any other way. So when I found out that my mom was pregnant and by the same man as me, you know, honestly, it was unexpected because, again, we weren't trying at all for a baby, but I don't think there was ever a moment in my mind where, you know, I was upset about it. It was pure joy and bliss for me, like, to know that I get to carry a baby alongside the woman who birthed me, and that our baby's going to share that, you know, DNA from the same man, and, you know, he's been so supportive and sweet, and I couldn't imagine things any other way now.
I really crave the sweet and salty, and so I mean anything from potato chips dipped in ice cream to pizza drizzled with chocolate.
Oh my gosh, just throw the entire internet away at this point. Like, what are we doing? I really don't understand this type of stuff. Like, just throw the entire internet away because you really honestly cannot be serious. Where is the self-respect? Where is the dignity? Where's the confidence? Is self-respect in the room with us still, or did it leave? Because you cannot possibly respect or love yourself if you are pregnant by the same man that your daughter is pregnant by. Now, listening to the video, to me, I was wondering, I was like, whose man was this first? And it kind of, they didn't really say, but it's giving the vibe that it was the daughter's boyfriend, obviously. They seem to be age appropriate. So from my guess, it sounds like this was a daughter's boyfriend or husband. I don't know where the mom came into the picture or why she couldn't find any other man on any other. I don't know. Like there's so many men out there, and you're going after your daughters. I don't know if that's how it happened, but it just seemed like that's how it happened. Because she said that she wasn't upset when she found out that her mother was pregnant by him as well. So that leads me to believe that she had him first. That's what I was taking away from this. So how does this even really happen? Because this has to be a joke, right? Like this has to. I was thinking this has to be a joke, but they look dead ass serious to me. And they actually have a whole interview, which I didn't post a whole interview, obviously. I just posted the clip, but this is all I needed to know. This is all I needed to know what type of foolishness that you guys are into or up to. But just to be honest, as a side note, the daughter is gorgeous. The girl, the mom don't look bad either, but the daughter is actually gorgeous. I feel like she could get somebody better if she really wanted to. Not to say that he's not a good looking man. I think he's good looking as well. But sis, you don't have to settle for this. You can go find somebody else. I don't know about your mother. She seems to be after who you're after. So if you go get somebody else, she might go pursue that person too. I think that's a little toxic if you ask me. I've never heard of anything like this happening to anybody that I know. It sounds very, very toxic. This is like over the top toxicity because this type of thing does not happen in normal daily life. Which brings me to my next question. For him, how do you find people that are down for this? There has to be like a certain platform, a certain website, a certain app that you can go to pick up people who are into this type of foolishness, because you can't just go into a bar and pick up a random girl who's okay with you impregnating her and also impregnating her mother. You don't just step into clubs and bars or, social circles, unless it's a certain type of social circle, and find people like this. This is along the lines of, I don't want to say swingers, but you know how swingers is kind of like they have special places that they go to. Specific clubs and bars are like swinger friendly or swinger specific. I know there's somewhere I'm at, like there's certain clubs where that's just a thing. It's just known that swingers go there. So a lot of people who are into that type of lifestyle, they intentionally go to these places because it's predominantly for that type of scene. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying for this situation, there has to be something similar to that, because you just cannot randomly find these people walking around who are okay with this. You just don't. I wouldn't be okay with this. I don't even know anybody else who would be okay with this type of nastiness. And I'm going to bring this up again because I was talking about this in another video, and it was my other video I was talking about where the mother was threatening to sell her son's PS5 to pay for the bills. Now, in that video, I was saying, we have to be careful with what we post online and things like that, because they have repercussions for the children that are involved. Now, this video is a little bit different than that, but the consequences can be the same, right? What do you think is going to happen when kids at school in the playground find out that this is your little brother or your little sister, and this is your mom, but your grandmother is the mother of your sibling? Like, what? I can just hear the jokes now. That is crazy. And this is what I was saying before, is anybody not thinking about the children when they do things like this, or when they get into situations like this? Is anybody not thinking that these have consequences for children and how they're going to grow up? Because this is not how people normally grow up. So this is much like an outcast situation. Like, they're going to stick out. Once it comes to light, and it is going to come to light whether you think it is or not, especially in middle school and high school, when people are very aware of, like, hey, who's your mother? Who's your father? Who's your grandmother? Who's your grandfather? I want to go to your house and play. Why is it that your sibling, never mind. Oh my gosh. I can't. I really, really can't. I just really wish people would take this type of stuff into consideration, because it's real. It is so real. And I hate that we don't do that anymore. I really, really hate that for this society, because it just seems like now, and I'm pretty sure this has happened before in the past. This is not the first time this has happened, but it is not normal. And it is not normally posted on the internet. Obviously, this has probably happened many times over in the past, but we probably didn't have these platforms to really out it and talk about it. And they're talking about it loud and proud. Like they are so happy. They are all super happy. Now, babies are a blessing. I'm not trying to take that away from this situation at all. But I just think that this is odd. This is weird. It's actually kind of nasty. I don't like it. And they're trying to make it normal, and it's not normal. You're trying to really come online and normalize this, but that's not normal. It's never going to be normal. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did you guys see this video? Am I alone? Am I doing too much? Am I being too extra when I say that, they should be thinking about the children and I feel like they're not? Like, am I wrong for thinking that? I really think that this is very hurtful, and I think it's going to have some psychological issues. Like for me, if I found out that if I found out that my mom and my grandmother were sleeping with the same man, I just think that I would think differently about them. I really, really would. It would seem nasty to me. It really would, especially when you grow up and you realize that that's not how everybody is. People don't really do that. I've never even been in a position where, forget about mother and daughter, even just as friends or associates, I've never been in a position where I was like, oh, okay, like my friend dated this person and now, you know what I mean? Like for me, when somebody that I'm close to dates somebody, or honestly is even attracted to somebody, for me, it kind of just like switches. It's a switch for me where I'm like, okay, because two things can be true at the same time. That person can still be attractive, and I can still think that person's attractive just on a human level. Okay, that person is a very nice looking person. I see why you like them. But for me, I will never like them in that way. I don't care if it doesn't even work out for you guys. I'm never going to see them in that way, because the fact that you like them first, even if you never slept with them, never kissed them, never even went on a date, if it was just somebody that you liked and you try to pursue them and it just didn't work out for whatever reason, they didn't like you back maybe, I don't know, or you got the ick from them, automatically it's an ick for me. I don't care. I'm never going to pursue it. They could pursue me if they wanted to. It's not going to happen, just by the very nature of you like them first and then we're close. I just don't roll that way. I thought everybody was like that. Apparently not. I do know sometimes people just on the dating scene, they have talked to the same person. Like I've seen that happen, and some people are okay with it. Some people have different feelings about that. My feeling about it is just it's off limits. That's just how I am. And I prefer, if you were my friend or somebody in my circle, that somebody that I dated was off limits to you too. If that's not the case and you don't think that way, we're probably not a good fit as friends, because I'm just going to see that as like potential like backstabbing, or that's just how I feel about it. I'm very loyal in that way. So that's another reason why this bothers me so much. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would you guys ever do this? Is this a no for you? It's definitely a no for me. It really, really is. But I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. Enjoy yourselves. Take it light. Don't work too hard. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.